My name is Shay Barefield, and I do everything. I have been in real estate for just under like 15 years. Now I am working in internet sales, and I also have my own talk show. I frankly was just burned out. I felt like there was so much more and bigger in me, and I didn't know how to access it any longer, and I felt very far from it. And so that's a very desperate situation. Working with Becky really helped me. She gave me activities to get me unlocked, gave me activities to start thinking again. And to this day, when I feel really stuck and I feel like, I revisit my journal that I was taking notes in and really writing my activities down, listening to different podcasts, feeling where I was, what I was feeling in my body. There's just so many tools that she gave me. And so I feel like I have a lot of tools in my bucket that I didn't have before, that inherently those tools, regardless if you believe in them or not, they unlock you. I remember my relationship with money, treating it like, I was a bad boyfriend. Never wanted to talk about it, never wanted to really look at it, just wanted to let it exist over there. And then when I needed it, be like, hey girl, hey. So, but it's not just with money. So I started looking at what do I treat like that? That was one exercise. Like, what am I treating like I'm a bad boyfriend to it? It's a thing that I want more of it in my life. If I'm wanting more shade time, if I'm wanting more breathing room, am I treating it or myself or that thing that I need like a bad boyfriend? So I started honoring it more and noticing it, and not just showing up when I wanted to partake from it, right? So that was one thing. And then another thing was, which works so well today, the lies and the truth, right? And so writing down what is the lie that I'm hearing? I mean, this is really thought work. And like anything that you do in practice, it starts to get into you and it starts to change your framework. So that the lies and the truth, man, I default to that a lot. I was like, okay, what is the lie? What is the lie? And now give an opposite of that lie, give the truth of that. Instead of like, I'm so fat, oh my God, my clothes are not fitting. My clothes are not fitting because they're not the right size. It has nothing to do with me being inherently disgusting. It has to do with, objectively, those do not fit. They do not fit because I am bigger than those pants. And that's a powerful framing. That's a powerful reframing. Yeah. Right? So specific results, outcomes that I achieved was being unlocked, feeling a breeze in areas that had felt stagnant in my life, and feeling like I was not a victim to the lockedness that I felt, that I could get out, that I was out. And, I was out before I realized it. It's like I was sitting down, I was like, I don't think I'm stuck like that anymore. And externally, I want to say this, not a lot changed in my life. My husband was still sick, is still sick. I still was at the same company, but somehow I was able to be in tune again with there is more, not like there's got to be more, there is more. This is where I'm at right now, but I'm moving through this, and that I wasn't married to whether it felt forever. I wasn't married to that place. I wasn't married to the things, the feeling of being trapped around me. Like, I guess it's like I got my freedom on the inside of, I was still in jail. Like, if you had looked at my life, nothing had really changed on the outside, but on the inside, my take of it had changed tremendously. And so that made all the difference in the world. So then I was in a different place. I think it also opened up the door to cool new things coming to me. that producer in California. I got connected to a producer who was really helping me firm up what my Shay is, like, because my goal is to have my own talk show. I had several producers reach out to me in different capacities, like with like HGTV, Pietown Productions. And it was just those things that made me feel like, yes, I am in alignment for why I'm here. And then soulvision.tv, now my show is streaming on TV. Girl, I got it. A literary agent. There are books in me. So I had this beautiful Volkswagen Bug that I love. Her name was Pearl. And honestly, I'd still be rolling with Pearl. And until her transmission went out and she was a stick shift, I just go around all over Charlotte. But transmission goes out. And I sit down, and because I'm feeling like I am somebody who is worthy, but I'm certainly, that's a little bit of a lie. Like, I know I should know that I'm worthy, and I want to take actions to support my new thought that is mine, that I am working on. And I bought myself the fanciest car I have never owned a fancy car, and I bought myself a Porsche Cayenne. I did. Her name is Naomi. And yes, and then I did this past year, I was on it, actually this year, January, just now, I was on HGTV as the realtor on House Hunters. Yeah, so that just happened, which is huge, huge, huge. I know it is, because that's now going to be a part of Shay's sizzle reel as she's selling herself. The feeling of ceasing to feel stuck, you behave differently. You don't behave in a shut down manner. You are more positioned to openness, and so if you're open, then something can come to you. Your exercises help me open up. And so energy begets energy. So the flow was there. I'm in flow, and I still feel it. She occupies space with such confidence, authority, and wisdom that I never questioned anything she asked me to do. If Becky was saying, hey, Shay, why don't you do this exercise? There was no pushback in me. I was like, yep, this exercise will yield this because Becky is directing me. So I just felt assured working with Becky. I felt like this is going to happen. Like, I'm in good hands. Going on vacation to California, and you're like, we're going to make this a retreat. You gave me things to do. You gave me podcasts to listen to, which I still do. You gave me like meditative music to listen to, different journeys to go in, like meditative journeys. And so I literally had these things on my to-do list. I was like, oh, I got to go do my meditative journey. I would wake up in the morning and I would treat myself as if I were on a retreat by myself. I would take a nice steam shower. I would go for a walk. I would have a cup of tea. I would have a glass of wine in the middle of the day if I wanted to. So when I came back, she had sent me this beautiful card, and on it, you can't read it, but it says, Shay, welcome back. Remember, anything can be an adventure if you decide that it is. Anything can be an adventure. So I keep it on my fridge. So when things are feeling a little hairy, I'm like, look at this adventure. Look at this adventure you're on, Shay. So I do. This is not even planned. This is literally on my refrigerator. So without a doubt, I would recommend you to others. I'd recommend you to everybody. I don't think that there's anybody who will live this life that will not at some point need to have great help and guidance and a surety that what they're hoping for is true and real, and that they can own it and actually live that. There's not one person on this planet won't need somebody in that capacity. And that's what you brought to me. I remember I was not driving. My husband was driving. I was sitting in the passenger seat when you were talking to me, and I was so bound up, and I was holding on to your words. I was holding on to Becky's words so tightly as she was talking, and just her words made me know I will not be here forever. What I'm feeling is real, but I will not be here forever. And I wasn't born to occupy the space indefinitely. So because I know that Becky can be this sort of force in someone's life, why would I not recommend her? You know? Yeah. Why would I not?